Mew and Mewtwo, the original mythical Pokemon and its legendary clone. Like with Pit and Dark Pit, we are dealing with another actual canonical clone, the 151st Pokemon and the 150th Pokemon. Now you might be thinking that doesn't make sense. Mew had to exist before Mewtwo because Mewtwo is literally Mew with the word 2 after it, and Mewtwo is, after all, cloned from the DNA of Mew, and you'd be right. It doesn't make sense on the surface. While you could argue that Mew was thought extinct when the Pokedex was made and Mewtwo was alive and known, you'd be wrong in that assessment, as Mewtwo's existence is living proof that Mew did at one point live as well, and no professor would ignore a Pokemon simply because it's unknown if they're alive. After all, many mysteries of Pokemon were known to be unsolved at all points in history of the franchise. The actual reason is, Mew was originally not intended to be in the game at all, but was added by Shigeki Morimoto 2 weeks before the game was finished, after the debug features were removed and a measly 300 bytes of free space were left and filled with Mew, without any plans of the character ever being seen in-game, but merely as an inside joke. Since Mew was added after the debug process had ended, swapping the number of Mewtwo and Mew at that point would have been disastrous, so adding Mew as 151 avoided any possibilities of errors or glitches happening due to its existence. While they may be clones, there are striking differences between the characters, visually, philosophically, and of course, in Smash. Let's start with Mewtwo. Mewtwo is a zoning glass cannon presenting great strength, comboing potential, and killing power, but presents a big target and the second lightest weight in the game. Mewtwo poses fantastic aerials that can all be used as potent kill moves, if you count Neutral Air's ability to drag down an opponent off stage, that is. His Fair is a strong and fast move, coming out at frame 6 for 13 base damage and 40 base knockback. His Nair is a great move to approach with and chains combos together, his up air and back airs to add pressure and kill off stage, and his down air that spikes, as well as straight up kills even without the spike. All smash attacks are strong and each find their use, the best of which being up smash, which can be used with momentum to catch opponents off guard or out of a footstool disable combo. Mewtwo's projectile Shadow Ball is a signature move, being the first Pokemon in any media to use the move. In Smash, it's used for pressure, damage, or to kill. Mewtwo has a great throw game, with down throw being a great combo tool at low percents, and both up throw and back throw being kill throws, with the former being the strongest. Mewtwo has a teleport recovery and sports a great 2-frame air dodge that renders Mewtwo invisible. Mew, according to the game itself, allows strange things to happen. Mew is completely invincible to all things in the game, and drops a CD as its only move, that does 0 damage and 0 knockback, but it can be picked up, but upon pickup from an opponent, disappears from the field. Who knows what Mew does with them? While the CDs don't burn the opponent, the tracks often are quite fire. So how do the two stack up against one another? Mewtwo is quite the volatile character to face, while Mew is clearly a pacifist as it embodies innocence and joy. I'm not going to lie to you guys, these two clones are the least alike each other than any other clones in all of Smash. Even in their own games, Mew is much more like Celebi than its own clone Mewtwo. So which one is right for you? Well, of course, as always, it's up to preference. Do you want to play a boom or bust character that's actually won a super major? Or do you want to play a Pokemon that rarely even shows up, and when it does, it's just to promote their SoundCloud? Personally, I think Mewtwo is better, but what do I know anyway? I'm not Sakurai, or Arceus for that matter.